Hello, students. In the last class, we discussed the poem Dust of Snow and its summary. A quick summary: the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had through. So, a very small act from the side of the crow. The crow is considered as a symbol of darkness and bad omen, and that small action, unintentionally, the crow shook some dust of snow to the poet. That too from a hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is considered as a poisonous tree. It is associated with sorrow and death, and it has become the vehicle for a change and renewal to the spirit of the poet. In the beginning, he was sad, and this incident has brought a hope to the life of the poet. Now, see the theme and central meaning of the poem. In this poem, Frost wants to say that nature can heal our sorrows. A small act of nature, that is, snow falling from a tree, is enough to lift the human spirit. Nature is Frost's therapist. Change and transformation. It was a very seemingly insignificant incident that a crow shook down the dust of snow to the poet, but that entirely shifted the emotional state of the poet. Hope in despair. This incident created a kind of new hope in the poet. He was in a despair state, he was gloomy, and this incident, nature intervened with a tiny miracle. Poet was having a terrible day, but the small action from the side of nature created a hope in the poet. Unexpected grace. Happiness came unexpectedly to the poet, right? That was from a crow, which is considered as a bad omen, and a hemlock tree or death tree. And Frost says that unexpectedly a kind of happiness came to his life through a very small incident. Now, see the literary devices used in the poem. First is symbolism. Symbolism here, crow is symbolized as a bad omen, and hemlock tree, a poisonous tree, which is considered as a symbol of sorrow or death. Snow is considered as purity. Clear? Together, they brought a kind of hope to the poet. Which are the imageries used in the poem? We can see, we can visualize that snow falling down, right? Visual imagery, tactile imagery, which we can feel, cold snow on skin. Then metaphor. Metaphor, dust of snow as compared to snow is compared to light. Fine dust suggesting it was gentle and almost magical. Then what is the irony in this poem? Irony is that crow is considered as a bad omen and hemlock tree is considered as a poisonous tree. Both of them are considered as something which bring sadness, right? Which bring bad omen, right? Which are bad omen, right? These unlikely agents, the images which are considered as negative, this brought happiness to the poem. That is an irony. The poet was sad in the beginning. Now he is happy. He has got a hope in his life through this negative agents. That is the irony in this poem. Then enjambment. Enjambment, you may not, you did not learn about this, but enjambment means without any pauses, lines flow continuously. That is enjambment. Then alliteration. Alliteration means the repetition of consonant sounds. Has given my heart. Her sound. H sound is repeating. Now see the mode and tone of the poem. Before this, poet was sad, regretful. He had a terrible day, ruining the day, dark, gloomy mood. He was lost in despair. Now, after when the snow fell down, the poet uplifted, he became hopeful, his mood got lightened, grateful for nature, and his day, the day which is regretful, it has saved. This small incident saved his part of his day. So the tone shifts from melancholy to grateful. Now see, this is an infographic. Robert Frost wrote this poem. Setting is a winter snowy forest. Characters are poet crow hemlock tree. Message: small joys can heal big sorrows. These are some questions for you where you can go through these questions. So, what is the key takeaway of this poem? Sometimes the smallest moments carry the greatest meaning. Nature is a source of healing and hope, even in the tiniest gestures. I hope you understood this poem. Thank you for watching.